Always remember that failure to comply begins the moment you step off the platform and enter. At the start of each shift, count the wall-mounted signal lights. If there are more than 4, wait until one turns off before proceeding. If you see a person standing on the tracks ahead, do not signal or approach them. Personnel do not enter tunnels without escort. If the tunnel lights begin to pulse rapidly, lie flat between the rails and cover your ears. Whatever is moving reacts to vibration, not sight. These procedures exist for your safety, and that is why you must always remember, this training tape will play only if the bunker is already occupied. At exactly 3:40, the emergency lamp will turn on by itself. Do not stand beneath it. If you see someone at the end of the corridor facing the wall, do not call out. If footsteps match your breathing, hide in the nearest corner and stop counting time. This training tape will play only if the bunker is already occupied. Because the moment you acknowledge movement outside the window, your shift has already begun. At the start of each hour, check the pressure gauge beside the observation window. If the needle is pointing left, remain still until it corrects itself. If you see a human shape drifting outside glass, do not wave or signal. All external suits were decommissioned years ago. If knocking is heard from outside the glass, turn off the lights and hide beneath the console. Whatever is asking to be let in does not require air. These protocols exist to keep you focused. Because the moment you acknowledge movement outside the window, because once the mall announces it is closed, it expects you to leave something behind. Every 15 minutes, check the mall directory near the atrium. If a store name disappears, do not try to remember it. If you see a person standing inside a closed store, do not knock on the glass. Mannequins are not scheduled to move. If the background music stops mid-song, run to the nearest escalator and stand perfectly still. Whatever continues walking does not hear the music. These procedures exist for your safe exit. Because once the mall announces it is closed. Because once something responds from the other side, the lab assumes you invited it. At the start of every hour, inspect the pressure gauge beside the window. If the needle drifts without stabilizing, step away and do not turn your back. If you see a human silhouette drifting outside the glass, do not signal it. No scheduled dive includes free movement. If knocking is heard from the window, turn off the lights and hide beneath the console. Whatever wants inside does not need oxygen. These rules exist for containment, because once something responds from the other side, it is to never answer when it knocks. The knocking doesn't come from the door. It comes from inside your closet. Turn off the flashlight. Lie still. Pretend you're already asleep, because if you answer, it will learn your voice before it learns your face. The only way to stay safe is to never acknowledge the second voice. After midnight, the radio answers back before you finish speaking. Lower your head. Keep your hands visible. Do not speak. If you answer, it will use your name during the morning roll call. The only way to get home alive